What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hustle works, man. We're still hustling on this little Jeep, but it's okay, it's close, man. It's getting closer and closer, and today I did a ton of filming. Hopefully when I edit it all, I can fit it all into one video, but if not, it might be two. You know, I've been pretty consistent every single week, you know, putting out a new video. And I'll tell you what, man, I still got a ton of cars to get through, and I will be, you know, documenting them all on this channel. So if you like what you see, if you like me, you know, I'll be here every week. Hit that subscribe button just so you can keep up with all this stuff. Well, you know, let's pick up where we left off. Let's knock out these taillights. Okay, so all I did was take a roll of 3M double-sided tape that I had, and I just cheesed it out, put it on the back there, and I'm just not truly in love with it. You know, I think that taillight needs to be centered more, and then the brake light or the reverse light needs to be put underneath of it. But the sucky part is I can't really do that over there because of the hinge. You know, so I don't know. I might deal with it. I might not. Let me try a different order. Okay, I'm really feeling this setup. Now, one of the things that I should worry about is right here I see some spot welds and of course some rust. So that means this body mount has got a reinforcement right here, which I might run into. But it looks like the footprint of this thing is only about 3 inches. Maybe without this rubber seal, it's even a little smaller. You know, so that's what I gotta be considering. But it does look really good with the rubber seal, so I definitely don't want to take that out, you know. But this moved over, completely centered over our original holes. Looks really good. So that's definitely going to stay, and good thing I'm cutting this whole section out because it's already rusted. But I think I'm going to run these little reverse lights down here. They're kind of hidden out of the way, and it's more of a cleaner look up here. So I guess to double check to make sure I really like it, I'll do it over there real quick to see what it looks like on that side. And yeah, I kind of like it. Let me get back here a little bit. And yeah, I kind of like how clean that looks, you know. So I think that reverse light at the bottom there is our best bet. Just gotta cross your fingers to make sure that we don't run into any kind of reinforcement problems, because as you can see closely here too, a couple spot welds. We got a body mount, so you gotta be very careful. And I'm sure there's some reinforcement in here that connects these two panels together when we hole saw that. All right, well, let's get to cutting. Alright, well, there's my funky little hole. Let me get another flashlight in here. I'll turn this one on too. So originally I wanted to put the reverse light right here, but it looks like, if we can look down in there, there's a box in the way. And what that box is, I think, is this. Right here is an entire structural piece, and it leads all the way into here, mounts to the body. So it'd be stupid for me to drill through that. That would probably cause some structural issues, and just running the wires through that would be a pain in the butt. So back to the drawing board, trying to figure out where I actually want to put this. So maybe I'll sit the tail light in here, and then I'll take another look and see where I want to mount this reverse light. Maybe mount it up here or something, because I think there's room up there. So maybe on the side, it'll look good. I don't know, we'll see. And of course, my 4-inch light, LED light I got from Amazon doesn't fit in my 4-inch hole. Why doesn't it fit in the 4-inch hole? Because it's not 4 inches in the back. So have to remeasure it. You think they would come with some sort of like template or something to help me out here, but my $10 LED taillights didn't, so let's figure something out. Alright, we measured off that hole and made a template, and then measured exactly where and about that one was, and we came up with about this area. I'm gonna remeasure it again just to make sure, but I also forgot that they do have some stuff inside there. Gotta be really careful about. There's actually charcoal canister there. So let's not cut so deep, and hopefully we miss all that stuff. That stuff is probably kind of important. Emissions, and to make sure we don't have a check engine light. Alright, taillights are in. That just looks so much cleaner. So, this got a little ghetto. Put this down. These are, yeah, you see what I had to do there? These are a lot thicker than the ones I'm used to, and they did not want to fit behind here. And I don't know why they're so thick. They got so much crap behind there, but nowhere near the circuitry that it has there. So I had to notch it, which is going to be an issue for making it like waterproof, but I'm just going to have to risk it. Maybe when this burns out, I'll buy the ones I used to use. The reason why I got these is because it has more LEDs. The other one had way less. This has like double, which should look better. So looks pretty good. Now I just gotta figure out if I want to do this. You know, I don't know, man. Like, maybe just not run them, you know? Maybe run it down there or something. I don't even know if I can run it down there, because I think it's got a bunch of reinforcements here for that. So I don't know. I'm gonna take some double-sided tape, put it on the back, and then rethink this. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. It looks like completely different in the GoPro, but it looks different in this camera too. I'm about to say screw it and not run them, but definitely like to run them. It's a bummer. Alright, I just switched to a different lens. Let me back up. This is about how it's gonna look. I mean, I kind of look like it. It still looks kind of funny in here, but I'm telling you, if we get the whole big picture in here, I think it looks really good. So, and it's open on both sides, and I should be able to make it work. I just gotta make sure my measurements are like spot on. So, all right, I'm gonna figure out what size hole I need to cut and measure it out, and then go from there. They're in there. They're not wired up yet. We're gonna save that for another day because you can't see that. I'm gonna swap these lenses real quick. Hold on. All right, that looks a lot better. Definitely a lot cleaner. on the back end. Yeah, I like this angle so much more. Anyways, it's late. It is past 1 o'clock. I got out here a little late tonight after I finished working on all my other stuff. I started working on the Jeep, but taillights are in. They're not wired up, they're just kind of sitting here. I still got to do that. I got a pretty cool wiring kit for that. I'm gonna solder all the wires together and heat shrink them, and hopefully they work. I'm actually gonna put this on a separate switch so they'll work in reverse, and I'll be able to turn them on because these should be bright enough to light up everything behind me in case I'm in the woods trying to back up. So, alright, well hopefully I can get all this stuff done pretty quick tomorrow, rip that bumper off, and then spin the Jeep around so I can work on the front. I got cool stuff for the front. I got a new bumper and a light bar, and then this thing will be practically done and ready for the alignment sheen and being roadworthy. Cool. Alright, see you tomorrow. I thought these were actually supposed to be white, and they're amber. I mean, they look cool, but I really thought they were supposed to be like bright white, so that is weird. Well, anyways, I tested out my wires. I kind of just got it mocked up right here just to make sure everything works and the wiring's right, and it is. And hopefully, I'm definitely going to test that on that side, even though I'm just going to be matching up the wires. Always test it out before you solder it all up, just to make sure. But yeah, these things, I might have to change them out. Not right now though, I'm going to do it later, so. Yeah, that is my Amazon soldering iron, and it didn't work. So I went to Home Depot real quick and I grabbed this little guy. It's supposed to be 60 watts though. I wanna see how well it works. Maybe it'll work a little bit faster. The Home Depot soldering iron actually worked pretty good. Got my wires here all soldered and heat shrink. It looks pretty good. So let's get these suckers installed. Alright, finally, we are done. And these things look pretty good. I like how clean they look. Make the SN look so much cleaner. It's gonna be really good looking. So, alright, we're almost on to our next step where we start messing with the front of the bumper. But first, while I have it in here, I just want to take this rear bumper off. I can't stand looking at it. My rear bumper hasn't even came in yet. I'm waiting like 2 weeks on it. I got to double check, see what's up with the order. So, but I still want to rip this off and throw all this crap away all at once. So. And there we go. So much cleaner. I mean, let's get a side view of this thing. This has such a much cleaner look. And you take all that crap off. You know, the bumper that's coming looks really good too. It's just a simple metal bumper with a couple D-rings in it. And I mean, that's all I really need, you know. So the tow hook was a pain in the butt to get off. You know, I haven't had to cut anything off of this car yet, and that was the first thing I had to cut off. And I did my best, spending a few hours really trying to brainstorm how to get this off without having to cut it. But cut the bolt off, and then it was off in 5 minutes. I should have just did that from the start. Probably should have did that with a lot of the things that I've taken off of this Jeep. So. Painted the bottom of the frame there. This looks a lot cleaner like that. I mean, while it's off and I'm waiting for the other bumper, might as well just shoot it to help cut back on some of the corrosion that's happening. I noticed there's a lot of rust, more than I thought, you know, on the body itself. But the frame is the reason why I got the Jeep. I couldn't believe how clean the frame was compared to the frames around here, you know, out here in Maryland. So. Taillights are in, they all work, everything looks pretty good. Just kind of like got them mocked in there for now. I might adjust them a little bit and so on. It's got these really clean rings that go over and cover the holes. You know, so you can't see my screws and stuff. I still got to install them, but as of for now, this is good enough for now. So. Oh, that's heavy. Psych, I don't want to kick that. Now this ain't what you think it is. Alright, well, okay, so it ain't what you think it is, even though they wrote what you think it is on the box. It's, let me just get it open. Try to do this one-handed without cutting myself. This is actually a thin one. Yep. Now, I probably haven't built a Jeep in like 2 years since I sold my Cherokee, but I was like waiting for these thin ones to these cheap knockoff thin ones to come onto the market, and they never did. And then I get this one and I'm like, man, I don't want to do a big bulky ass light bar. And then I actually started searching for it, and they're on there, and they're $75. Damn it. This is like Kevlar, bulletproof. That's it. Hang tight, guys. I really need like a chest cam. Oh, we got an empty box, another empty box, and another empty box, and then we got this body bag. What is in this body bag? Hardware inside. Oops. That was a box. Oh. Look at that pretty bitch. Whoo! That is bad mofo. It's nice and short. It's gonna look so good. And it was only $189. Yep. And that's all we have for today. I'm not delaying this video any longer. We already hit 20 minutes. I'm putting this video out, and then I'm gonna put the rest of the footage that I have filmed and everything I did with the Jeep out in a couple of days. So keep an eye out for that video. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with all this stuff. And I'll see you guys